What is gender stereotyping?
I think gender stereotyping is when you are assigning boys or girls like different objects or different duties.
I think gender stereotyping is like having like a girl is supposed to do this or a boy is supposed to do that, and just kind of having some pre-existing expectations.
When you take a neutral action or something gender neutral and you put it to male or female.
Gender stereotyping is the oversimplified explanation of roles of a certain gender in a relationship or work environment.
I think the gender stereotyping is when you assign certain thoughts to a person based on their gender.
I think gender stereotyping is when you assume certain roles for specific genders. Like you would assume that males are supposed to do this or females are supposed to do this, and it really depends on like your society or culture.
I think gender stereotyping is like a mindset that women should do certain things and men should do other certain things.
When you have preconceived notions about what a gender should do or be.
What do you think the role of a man and a woman in a house is typically?
Men and women are usually stereotyped to be different, where the man will usually go to work and the women will take care of the children and cook dinner and things like that.
I think that society says that women should be like motherly, like, clean and cook and that kind of thing, and men should work and provide and be like the strength of the household.
I think the role for a man in today's society is they're going to work all day, while the wife or the woman at home is going to clean the house and cook dinner.
The first thing that comes to mind is like in the household, women cleaning the kitchen and staying in the kitchen while the men are out doing mainly outdoorsy things.
The stereotype of a woman in a house is that she is the one who cooks and cleans, she's the one who takes care of the kids, and that she generally stays at home while the man is out working and providing for the family.
Male would be provide the money for the house and support the family, and a woman would be to cook or clean.
What are some gender-specific things that come to your mind and might be seen as stereotypical?
One stereotype that most people see for females is that they are not, they don't partake in sporting events or games. Just like going to football games, the way that the guys talk to females usually assumes that they don't know what's going on.
Probably in the toy section of toy stores, how they got the pink rows and then the blue rows versus boys versus girl type toys.
Some gender specific things, I guess, like just being in the science world is that like you tend to see like as higher up you go, there's more boy scientists, like the postdocs are all guys, and just like in my physics class, like there's a lot more boys than girls, and that's just something that you kind of get to seeing a lot.
The fact that boys are in blue, girls are in pink, that girls are like baby dolls are marketed more for girls, and trucks and tools are marketed more for boys.
Where have you seen gender stereotyping in your educational experience?
Elementary and middle school, all of the teachers were women, having a lack of men in the teaching society.
I think in college, when it comes to majors, people think that girls should be nurses or teachers and that guys should be the engineers or the construction majors.
I've seen gender stereotyping in recess in elementary school because boys are always playing sports while the girls are always talking to each other.
Well, I guess just being in the science world is, especially in physics, is the first time like I really realized like there was just a lot more boys around me than girls, which is kind of weird. But yeah, biology and chemistry, it's kind of even, but then as you start to move up more, it's definitely male dominated.
Just being at Clemson, I've seen that most guys tend to focus more on like the engineering side of like their major, and then a lot of girls are like either education or nursing, or even like in my science field, there's like a divide between the males and the females.
Sometimes girls are usually seen to more like reading and writing, and guys are usually like more math related.
What level of education do you think gender stereotyping is most present in?
I think in college, when people are deciding majors, people think that girls should do one thing and guys should stick to construction or engineering.
I think on the college level it's more present, where you see more males be biology or pre-med majors in order to become a doctor, but if you see a woman in the science field, that she's more likely to be a nurse or maybe even a health practitioner, but something that's a little bit more below the doctor level.
I think gender stereotyping is most present in elementary school because kids don't really know if they can branch out from what is seen as normal for their gender. And so, like, all the boys think, oh, I have to play sports, even if they don't necessarily want to.
I think high school has to be the most dominant because of the need to try to be like everyone else and try to compare yourself to others, and with that becomes those stereotypes of being more feminine or being more masculine.
Have you ever been stereotyped because of your gender?
Oh yes, definitely. I think probably everyone has at some point in their life. A specific example that comes to mind would be just like going out with friends. I feel like my whole life I've always been told, like, you have to be really safe, you have to watch out for, you know, potential threats, you have to wear certain things, you can't wear certain things, you can't have your hair up in a ponytail because it makes you, you know, more susceptible. But I feel like there's never been a boy that's been told, like, oh, you have to watch out for predators when you go out. Like,
I don't believe that I have, but that might be because either I don't see it or it doesn't happen quite as often because I am a male, and usually when stereotypes happen, it is probably towards a female.
Yes, I have. Growing up, I would always be given the opportunity to play certain sports instead of others, where men are seen to play more often, and other sports I would not be able to take part in because they were seen as women's sports.
Yeah, probably because when I was a little kid, my room was painted blue.
When I was younger, my parents signed me up for dance and gymnastics, and I don't ever really remember wanting to myself, so I guess they kind of forced me to take it, so that's an example of gender stereotyping in my life.
I haven't specifically, but I feel males sometimes are portrayed as the bad guys in a lot of situations.
What I noticed from the interviews that we conducted, even the ones that we didn't actually put in our video, was that most women feel generally more stereotyped against than men do. Even the guys said this. And another thing that I noticed was a lot of the times they feel stereotyped when they get to like college level and you're deciding between majors and stuff, and like women should, like, in the science field, like, more men are in that, or like if women are in that, like, they're more nurses than like actual doctors and things like that.
So another thing we noticed when we were looking through the videos is that all the people that we interviewed in Clemson basically had the same thoughts about gender stereotyping. And so I think that kind of relates to society and how most people across America and even sometimes in the world have the same preconceived notions about gender stereotyping and sort of what goes along with them. So we thought that was interesting looking through all those videos.